Welcome to Brightened Mind Podcast. I'm your host, Vicky Parchimento. Here I'll be sharing you ways to brighten your mind and increase your inner joy and peace while living life beautifully within and emulating love to others and yourself. Brighten your mind to brighten your life and brighten your world. Welcome to episode 12 of Brightened Mind Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about stop focusing on others. And when I mean stop focusing on others, I don't mean don't focus on people, on helping people. Don't focus on trying to donate to others, maybe wanting to give. I'm not talking about that. I mean, that's the good. That's the good way of helping others. It's not about focusing on them. It's when I mean stop focusing on others, I mean stop focusing on other people's lives. A mentor told me a few years ago, successful people don't focus on other people's lives. They don't focus on what they do, how they eat, who they're seeing. They're not obsessed with celebrities, certain people. He basically told me just live your own life. And I'm so passionate about this because there are people who try to help other people and they think they're helping them by feeling bad for them, giving them the same advice over and over and over, and they're not willing to change. It's like a quote I've heard years ago from the same mentor. He said, "You can't teach a pig how to sing. You waste your time and annoy the pig." Meaning, is someone coming to you for specific advice for a problem the problem they're having, whether it be in a relationship, with money, friends, a job, and they're coming to you with the same exact problem, and you give them the same exact solution or advice over and over and over again, and they're not willing to change. That is a way of teaching them something, not willing to change, so you're wasting your time and you're annoying them. And that's what I mean. You got to stop focusing on others. Yes, give advice if you have to, once or twice, but if they're not willing to change, that's my point is my where I stop, my limit. 1 to 2 times the advice give, not willing to change, I stop giving advice. It's just how life should be. Even with me, like my partner, like she has to tell me some things and I don't hear it right away, but it's when I'm willing to change and hear it is when things work out. But caring about what people do and caring about how they live, caring about their viewpoints, like, yes, be respectful, care, but to the point where you have to focus on it and it's all about what you talk about with others. And that's where drama and gossip come out, is focusing on other people. Like you can, if you do talk about people, talk about them in a loving way. Say like the good they've done. But if it's about focusing on their flaws and you being annoyed because they're not changing, then that's something about you. You can't fix everybody. I've said this before. It starts with you. Focus on you. It might sound selfish at first, but you being the best version of you will have a positive impact on that person you're trying to give advice to, because you're trying to see the good in things. I'm not meaning like just be all positive thinking la la la. I'm thinking being aware, being cognizant of that negativity, but know when to pull back, because you don't want that to lower your vibration and your higher self. You know, be the strong person. Focus on your own thing. Like Robert Kiyosaki, I read in his book years ago, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and a lot of his other books, he says, mind your own business. And he's not just talking about business in general. He's talking about your life. He's talking about your own relationship. He's talking about things in your own life. Mind your own business. Focus on you. Focus on how you can be better. Focus on how you can love more. Focus on your dreams and goals, and focus on what you want to happen and the outcome. Focusing on that will help other people in the world and your circle of influence. Instead of caring how other people eat, focus on what you're eating. Focus on what you're doing good. Instead of caring who people are seeing or dating, focus on your own relationship and the good. Instead of caring what people do about other kids, focus on your own kids. Instead of people what they're doing for their job, focus on your own job and how you can be better. Instead of what other people are doing in their businesses, focus on your own business. If you want to learn from how other people are doing things, okay, yeah, that's fine. That's different because you're actually learning. You actually want to know what works and what doesn't. But to actually focus and like be all about them and be like, oh, this is what they're doing, haha, like let's make fun of them. That's completely different. Focus on you. That is what successful people do. And people who have a brightened mind, they know how to be balanced. They know how to make themselves feel better so that they know when they do that, it actually helps other. And they do it in a loving way, not being like, let's degrade, let's lower this person to make me feel better. That's the dark side. That's focusing on others because you're focusing on their flaws, not willing to focus on your own and see what you have. Let's blame this other person when deep down inside you got to focus on your own issues. And that's what I mean, like working on yourself. If that person's having an issue and it makes you feel better because your life is better, that is not, you have your own issues having to think of the other person having issues, So I'm only coming here from a loving and peaceful and joyful perspective. Like I want better for you because I know you can. Like you listening to this, you deserve the best and you know what it takes to help better your life by having your own self-growth and instead of focusing on others. So live your own life. And an exercise I want to end off is start focusing on what you love about your own life and start focusing on how you can grow as a person, how your business can grow, how your life can grow, and focus on your goals and dreams. If you have to, today, write down 10 things in the affirmative meaning in the positive of what you want to happen in your life. Thank you for listening to Brightened Mind Podcast. Please subscribe and listen to more ways to brighten your mind.